My people, we are here again. This is the beautiful project we are going to undertake today. Watch carefully and learn. All right, we have our materials for this project. This is a blue scuba material. This is scuba material. My scissors with which to cut. Then we have our foam. We will need foam. This is going to be a foam auto gele. The flat foam, a very flat one. Yes, when you go to any shop, you ask them for a flat foam. Yes, we'll be needing it. It's very important. We have our tape to measure. Our measuring tape is very important. We have our UHU gum. This is my favorite gum. Yes, we have our matching thread and needle. Matching thread and needle will do a whole lot of work for us today. We'll go ahead to cut. We are cutting our foam according to sizes. They are all not going to be in one size. We have different sizes. The width is going to be like 1 inch or a half inch, and then the length is going to be have different lengths. We're going to have 20, that's the smallest one. We're going to have 22, the one following it. We have 25. We'll keep topping it by 3 until we have gotten about 5 or 6 of them, depending on how high we want them to be. Here I have my cut foam for this project. As you can see, I have about 6 of them here. You can have as many as you like. It will help you to grow higher, to be high enough according to one's taste. We'll now go back to our material. We are going to cut this material according to the sizes of the foam. When we were cutting the foam, we used the tape, but right now there is no need for the tape. We are rather going to use the foam to measure out the different sizes to match the foam. As you can see, I have just noted where will fit the foam that I have gotten, and so just go ahead and watch and learn. Yes, I have cut out my materials and they are matching the different foams. They don't have one size, like I already mentioned. They have different sizes, matching the different foam sizes as well. So we'll just go ahead now and fit each foam into, or fit each material into the foam. All right, so watch as I do it. That's exactly what to do. You place your foam and overlap with the material. As you can see me do, overlap it with your material. Use your needle and thread and knot it very well at the hem of the work. Knot it very well, after which you are going to continue the stitches down to the end. So you keep doing what you're watching me right now do. You keep stitching it and going down. Many times you can as well use gum. You can use your UHU gum, but I call it a waste of gum anyway, because by the time you use gum to to hold the whole of this work, you would have spent the whole of your gum. So it is better and cheaper and stronger even to use your needle and thread. Watch and learn. If this video is adding value to you, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ifomamba World TV. Ifomamba World TV. Okay, so we are done with the 4 in the middle. We are left now with the last 2, 1 in the front, 1 at the back. This is now when you apply your UHU gum. This is when the UHU gum is needed. At this point, if you use your needle and thread, it's going to show at the other side of your work, which will make it rough. So you do not need it. At this point, you're going to use your gum. There are 2 ways to do here. I'm going to show you the 2 ways. You can either gum it, or you use your needle and thread still and still stitch the work without it showing at the reverse side. So just watch carefully and see what I am doing. I am trying to show you how you can use your gum to achieve this part. We have done the 4 first part. We are now left with the second, the first and the last ones. You will see and understand it better as we progress. But this is how to use the gum. You can continue that way, or you go ahead with your needle and thread this way. Make sure you stitch it right inside. You take the 2 ends of your work, as you can see. You will not let your needle and thread to pass to the other side of your work. It will not show at the back of your work. Yes, you can see it's not showing. It's going to be only where your hands are. You keep being very careful to tag it properly, to stitch it properly, so that it doesn't show. You continue this way until you have done the 2 of them. So whichever one is okay for you, go ahead and do it. I just gave you the 2 options. Okay, we have successfully covered all our foam. So you can see the 2 that are unique, that are different from the others. You keep them aside. Then you arrange head by head the other 4, considering their sizes, their length. You arrange them together, and then you come back to the smooth ones. The short one you place inside, and then the longest one will be at the back, and place their heads the same way you are watching me place them now. At this point now, you can see the neat ones are covering it. The neat one at the front is facing the rough one, showing a better face. The rough face is inside, hidden inside. And then I'm going to tag with my needle and thread. Tag the heads together. Watch and learn. Okay, having tagged the 6 of them together, you separate the 2 smooth ones and continue the tagging in the inside. You continue the tagging now. You have just separated the 2, and the rest 4 in the middle, you will continue your stitches and run it through until you get to the end. So just continue working on it and making the edges to be equal. Don't let any part be more than the other part. Continue it that way until you reach the end of it. Yes, we've come to the end of it. You can see it's firm and it has turned to one. So you now have like 3 strands all together. So right now we are going to place it in the head of the dummy for a better placing. So I know you have already taught you how to make your base, that is the turban. If you don't know, go back to my channel and scroll down, you will see how to make the turban. Okay, so we place this, the first one, the smallest one, on the head of the dummy, and then firmly you place that. As you place it, you try to pin it at the back, as you saw me. Yes, when you place it at the back, you now come back to the sewn one and firmly fix it on the down one. As you can watch, as you can see now, you firmly fix it with your UHU gum or any gum you like, maybe B6000 or something, or even the candle gum. Okay, so when you have gummed it on the one attached to the base, you now go back to the one in the middle and firmly, correctly fix it through, making sure that the edges are well aligned. That will help it to be neat enough. So you keep doing that until you have gone round. Firmly fix it. Remember, this is UHU gum. It doesn't dry up immediately as you put it. You have to place your hand and make it firm enough. Okay, so we've succeeded in gumming the last one and the one in the middle. Now we're going to go ahead to gum the last one now. Remember, the last one is faced back, is faced down. So the same method, you go back, use your gum and place it gently, place it smoothly, making sure that the edges are aligning properly, and you completely fix it up. Yes, the work is turning out beautiful enough. You can see how good the work is becoming. A lot of people at this stage would want to design. A lot of people will use it this way. However, we're going to design this one, but let's first finish the work. There are few other things that we ought to finish. We're going to add a hand to it, or a rope to it that will enable us to tie it at the back. I have my method of adding rope to my work. Just watch and see my own method of doing it. If it favors you, go ahead with this one. For me, it's the best way to fix the handle. Alright, so I have just done this into two, gotten the two pieces of this material with which I am going to use to fix the handle so that the work can be tied at the back. Alright, so I'm pulling it off right now and going to face my work. Remove the pin, yes, and put your, check out the way I am doing it. I have just faced my work towards me, the wrong side facing down, and wrapping it around the edge of my work. And the next thing is to tag it seriously. When you have firmly tagged it, you do that also at the reverse side, the other side, and also firmly tie, and you trim off the excesses if there are any. And when you have firmly tied it, the next thing, you will have a beautiful work. There are so many patterns to achieving this particular finishing, but this is the best pattern to use, because at the end you will not see any stitches, you will not see any rough part of the work. All right, so at this point now, you just try to close it up. You can go ahead to close it with your needle and thread, or with your machine. For me, I usually would start a little bit with my needle and thread and finish it up with the machine. Just watch and learn. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ifeoma World TV. This is how we are encouraged. Okay, I've successfully done it and went back to my dummy head, and I am trying to fit it again to be sure of what we have done. So what is left of this job now is to fix your appliques, and then you are good. So go ahead and design it according to your taste. I have just done mine, and this is the finished work. This is my finished work. I had to design it back and front. That is the way I want it. Isn't it beautiful? Thank you.